Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're reading some weird but interesting facts. So get comfortable, find yourself a nice, comfortable chair, perhaps your bed. Just get nice and comfortable and relax with me for the next 20 to 30 minutes or so, because we're gonna learn a lot of weird stuff and possibly fall asleep and have ourselves a good time. So I hope you enjoy. Without further ado, let's begin. Donkey Kong got his name because his creator believed donkey meant stupid in English and wanted to convey the impression that the character was a stupid ape. Kind of true, somewhat, right? Because we would call people an ass, which kind of means stupid in a way. Sort of. I guess I understand where they're coming from. The medical name for a butt crack is intergluteal cleft. Fancy. People can suffer from a psychological disorder called boanthropy that makes them believe that they are a cow. They try to live their life as a cow. The name for the shape of Pringles is called a hyperbolic paraboloid. Hyperbolic paraboloid. I said that right the first time. Interesting. I was convinced that I said it incorrectly, but I didn't. So, there is a McDonald's in every continent except Antarctica. I always have a hard time saying that. Antarctica. Mr. Potato Head was the first toy to be advertised on TV. A duel between three people is called a truel. In wrestling, we call it a triple threat or a three-way dance. Wrestling fans, I mean. The stage before frostbite is called frost nip. The two tiny holes drilled in every big pen is to ensure that the air pressure is the same both inside and outside the pen, which helps the ink flow to the tip. That's what she said. In South Korea, there is an emergency number 113, to report spies. I wonder what the process, actually, I'm not even gonna say anything. I was gonna say what the process is for North Korea, but I think we all know what that would entail. Japan is facing a ninja shortage. There is a high demand for ninja shows, but it is a dying tradition, and companies have trouble finding properly trained ninjas. Now, I don't know why. I think it's pretty common, if you ask me, but I guess they're having trouble. So, if you or anyone you know is a self-trained ninja or a professionally trained ninja, preferably certified, please reach out to Japan and let them know that you are available for hire and you're looking for work. Thank you. The process by which bread toasts is called the Maillard reaction. I don't know if I said that correctly. I hope I did. Snails have 14,000 teeth, and some can even kill you. So, be careful. Admiral Akbar from Star Wars Episode 4, Return of the Jedi, was not a man in a suit. It was actually a giant puppet. Sonic the Hedgehog's full name is actually Ogilvy Maurice Hedgehog. Not as catchy as Sonic, so I can see why they decided to go with Sonic rather than Ogilvy or whatever, Maurice. Not as sexy, I would say. So, yeah. Even though Fruit Loops are different colors, they all have exactly the same flavor. George Clooney did the voice of Sparky, a gay dog in South Park. Most toilet paper sold for home use in France is pink. Marmite was one of the most confiscated items at the airport from the UK. To overcome this issue, Marmite made smaller ones for traveling. I don't know what Marmite is. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So, if anyone from the UK knows what Marmite is, please share with the class, because I'm sure me and a bunch of Americans out there have no clue. It sounds like an Australian thing, so I don't know. Anyway, the human nose can remember 50,000 different scents. Cards Against Humanity bought an island in Maine to preserve wildfire. It is called Hawaii 2. Daddy longlegs have penises, which technically makes them not a spider. That is, I don't know about you guys, but that's probably one of those facts that I was probably better off not knowing. So, that's just me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The television was invented only 2 years after the invention of sliced bread. Bullfrogs do not sleep. The dark region on the North Pole of Pluto's moon, Charon, is called Mordor. For those of you who like Lord of the Rings, that's a fun one. Eight of the 10 largest statues in the world are of Buddhas. In 2015, a silver coin with Superman on the head side was made, which is legal tender in Canada. There was only 350,000 produced. It took the creator of the Rubik's Cube, Erno Rubik, 1 month to solve the cube after he created it. As of June 2018, the world record is 4.22 seconds. Japanese square watermelons are ornamental plants and are not edible. Tigers have striped skin, not just striped fur. The stripes are like fingerprints, and no two tigers have the same pattern. Ketchup originated in China as a boiled down brine of pickled fish and spices called kijiap. In Morse code, dash period dash means K. In 2005, a fortune cookie company called Wonton Food Incorporated correctly foretold lottery numbers, resulting in 110 winners and an investigation. No fraud was involved. Two PlayStation 1 games, FIFA 2001 and Gran Turismo 2, has scratch and sniff discs. Though FIFA 2001 smelled like a soccer field, while Gran Turismo 2 smelled like car tires. If you die in Amsterdam with no next of kin, and no friends or family to prepare funeral or mourn over the body, a poet will write a poem for you, and recite it at your funeral. So that's really nice of them. The Himalayan honeybee, the largest of the honeybees, makes a hallucinogenic honey that tribes collect. In 2014, Sony made a cassette tape that can store 185 terabytes of data. The collars on men's dress shirts used to be detachable. This was to save on laundry costs, as the collar was the part that needed cleaning the most frequently. From all that neck sweat, Apparently, the man who found the 5,000-year-old corpse, Otzi the Iceman, in 1991, which is the oldest natural European mummy, was also found dead, frozen in ice in 2004. In 2014, a missing woman on a vacation in Iceland was found when it was discovered that she was in the search party looking for herself. If you sneeze while traveling at 60 miles per hour, your eyes are closed for an average of 50 feet. Both Nicolas Cage and Michael Jackson share the same wife, Elvis Presley's daughter, Lisa Marie Presley. Alligators will give manatees the right of way if they are swimming near each other. Crystal, the monkey from Hangover 2 and Night at the Museum, has her own IMDb page. The I'm Feeling Lucky feature in Google's search actually costs Google $110 million a year, as 1% of all searches use this feature and bypass all advertising. Magpies are considered one of the most intelligent animals in the world, and the only non-mammal species able to recognize itself in a mirror test. That's very cute. Expedia.com, Hotels.com, Hotwire.com, Trivago, Travelocity, and Orbitz are all owned by the same company, Expedia Incorporated. Before the term bloopers was coined, outtakes were called boners. It's good that they got rid of that. Baked beans are actually not baked, but stewed. So there you go. Rowan Atkinson, also known as Mr. Bean, is the voice of Zazu in The Lion King. The most popular item at Walmart is bananas. So, they sell more bananas than any other single item they have in stock. Sunsets on Mars are blue. The small indents in the bottom of frozen pizzas are there to prevent air bubbles from forming inside the dough. The term footage comes from the films being measured in feet when being edited in the early days of filmmaking. That's pretty cool, actually. That's a cool one. A lot of these I've heard before, but this one is definitely brand new to me. If you follow the channel for a period of time, you know that I periodically do these kinds of videos, and so I've read many different kinds of facts, and so this is like definitely brand new for the channel. We have a lot of repeats, as you might imagine. In 2005, Mark Zuckerberg unsuccessfully tried to sell Facebook for $75 million. Back then, it was called the Facebook. I mean, $75 million. I would still take it, I mean, granted, Mark Zuckerberg is a billionaire now, so it was the right choice in the long run because he made more money. But $75 million in the bank is hardly something to scoff at. You're set for life. That's fine. But, go big or go home, as they say. There is an opposite of albino animals which aren't white but black. These are known as melanistic animals. Some areas in Scotland and Japan switched to blue streetlights at night and saw a decrease in crime and suicide rates. that's actually pretty cool. There's a car that went by. That's actually pretty cool because, I can imagine blue lights have a more calming effect. There's a feature like that for our computers, for instance, for our PCs. So why not for streetlights? The first film with a $100 million budget was True Lies, which was made in 1994. Digging a hole to China is theoretically possible if you start in Argentina. There are cells in the human body called faggot cells, which cause leukemia. I hope I don't get demonetized for that. I'm gonna have to tick the box that says vulgarity. Strawberries can also be white or yellow, and some can even taste like pineapples. Elephants make friends, bury their dead, travel for funerals, speak to each other, and show extreme intelligence. I love elephants. They're very cute. I want to pet one on its little head. As of 1998, over 50% of Iceland's population believed in the existence of elves. You never know, right? The Boston Marathon didn't allow female runners until 1972. When watermelons are grilled or baked, they lose their granular texture and can even be used as a meat substitute. A watermelon steak. Yeah, I would try it. Why not, right? Why not? James Blunt recorded his first album while living with Carrie Fisher. Goodbye, My Lover was recorded in her bathroom. Cat breeds, are bred specifically to exhibit dog-like behavior, and these are called puppy cats. I gotta look that up after this. In October of 2015, United Airlines made a man with cerebral palsy crawl off one of its flights. The flight attendants just watched as he struggled. That's terrible. Another reason not to use United Airlines. Bluetooth technology was named after a 10th century king, King Harold Bluetooth. He united Denmark and Norway, just like the wireless technology united computers and cell phones. All dogs are banned from Antarctica since April 1994. The ban was made because of concern that dogs might spread disease to seals. Poor seals and poor dogs. Hard Island is the final burial place to over 1 million of New York City's unclaimed bodies, and thought to be the largest government-sponsored mass grave on Earth. In Slovakia, they have Christmas carp that live in the family bathtub for a few days before they are eaten. Fun fact about me, I am actually half Slovakian. Yeah, half. My mom is from Slovakia, so I can actually find out whether this is true. I'm actually gonna screenshot this and send it to my mom to find out if this is a legitimate thing. Okay, so I will get back to you guys if you're interested. Leave a comment below and I'll respond when I have the answer. Banks have therapists known as wealth psychologists who help ultra-rich clients who are unable to mentally cope with their immense wealth. Personally, I feel so terrible for them. If they want to, they can hit me up, voice of persona, email me at my Gmail, and I will humbly accept your wealth to help you with this cause. In 1999, hackers revealed a security flaw in Hotmail that permitted anybody to log into Hotmail, into any Hotmail account using the password A. At the time, it was called the most widespread security incident in the history of the web. A small population of mammoths survived on the Wrangel Island until 1650 BC, and about 900 years after the construction of the Great Pyramid of Giza were gives out different colored license plates for those convicted of DUIs. The Flintstones was the most profitable network cartoon franchise for 30 years, but that's before The Simpsons came along. The University of Minnesota is older than Minnesota, the state itself. In Japan, you are equally likely to die from being struck by lightning as you are from being shot by a gun. As of 2016, the site MySpace still gets 50 million visitors a month, which is crazy to me. I'm surprised, but it is a big music site now, so that makes some sense. C-3PO and R2-D2 had their own 1985 single-season, 13-episode spin-off TV series called Star Wars Droids. The season show adventures of R2-D2 and C-3PO before they joined Luke Skywalker. People don't sneeze in their sleep due to their brain shutting down the reflex. If you made $1 every second, it would take you 2,921 years to have more money than Bill Gates. And Bill Gates has $92.1 billion. In 2013, Toy Story was remade shot for shot with real toys and real people, and can be found on YouTube. The word Jurassic, which was so often associated with dinosaurs, comes from the Celtic word for forest. The brain is our fattiest organ, being composed of nearly 60% fat. Guy Fawkes is the reason guys are called guys. February used to be the last month of the year, which is why it has the shortest number of days. Interesting. Dead people can get goosebumps. The first film ever shown in the White House was The Birth of a Nation, a pro-white supremacy film that the KKK used as a recruiting tool. In September of 2017, a guy named Kevin Shelley broke 46 wooden toilet seats with his head in 1 minute to create a world record. Samuel Jackson has a clause in his film contracts that allows him to play golf during his film shoots whenever he wants. That's a pretty awesome clause. I mean, when you're Samuel Jackson, you know, you just get that kind of stuff, you know. If I wanted him in one of my movies and he wants to play golf during his break, who am I to deny the man? The simple pleasures of life. In 1945, the first atomic bomb was created and was nicknamed the Gadget. Fun fact, or just an aside, but do you guys remember Inspector Gadget? Just made me think of that. Remember, it's like, da-na-na-na, Inspector Gadget, da-na-na-na-na, ooh. Just randomly, my brain does that sometimes, just random references pop into it. Anyway, for every child born in Wales since April 2014, the Welsh government have donated a fruit tree to Ugandan families to celebrate the birth or adoption of every child. Restaurants can sing happy birthday now because the copyright claims are now invalid. Judge George H. King ruled that a copyright filed in 1935 granted only the rights to the specific piano arrangements of the music, not the song itself. Although Australia is home to the largest number of venomous snakes in the world, it averages only one fatal snake bite per year. Shoe shops used X-ray machines to measure shoe sizes in the 1940s, before the risks of X-rays were fully understood. Iguanas have 3 eyes, 2 normal eyes, and a 3rd eye on top of their head that only perceive brightness. Big Ben in London is leaning over so much it can now be seen with the naked eye. In 4,000 years, it will be at the same angle as the tower in Pisa is now. So, that is 100 facts. I don't think I mentioned that at the start of this video, but it will be in the title, so it's okay. But that was 100 strange facts that are true, but will apparently shock you. So, I don't know if you guys are shocked Some of these were really good. Some of these we knew already. But it's always a good time, I think, to learn these facts. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, keep on doing your thing. Let me know what you want to see next. If there's any type of facts you want to find out about space or animals or whatever it is, just let me know. I take requests. I am planning on starting a Patreon at some point. Don't know when it's going to happen, but I will keep you updated. So I'm not going to push it too hard. It's not my style, but I will let you guys know. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I love you all. Have a good night, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.